were you guys planning on beating that? Together. We'll lose. And we'll do that together, too.
Anyway. Okay, let's get into this. So hi everybody, welcome
to the podcast.
This better be good, episode 4 technically.
Yep.
3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Whatever the balls. And we're coming to you from Mike Logan's humble abode.
Covered in cat hair.
And it's very windy outside. Maybe that's what happened. You had a window open, there's a draft that's blowing all this cat hair around. Morty! He ran across the keyboard. I yelled. This is good.
So,
very windy.
To go back to our conversation we were having before we pressed record, you asked if you ever feel like you have superpowers.
Like after you see a superhero movie, you're like, I could do that. Like you feel super strong for some reason.
Well, I was saying in the car just now, so my hands get sore all the time because when I was a child I had cerebral palsy.
And I almost shit my pants. I didn't know that. How do you have it and then not?
It was mild cerebral palsy. It wasn't like I'm in a wheelchair cerebral palsy.
Boy.
Nobody saw that.
I won't tell them what you did.
I mean, I had it, so I could do that, right?
Yeah.
But my hands are always sore, so I'm constantly going opening and closing my fists, and I'm in the car on the way back. I'm doing this, and I just felt like I could just pull a planet.
Yeah, we could just get a glove off.
Just get a gauntlet, start pulling planets around. So we saw this. We both, for the first time ever, have seen a movie twice now.
Yeah.
Before doing the podcast, so part 1 you listened to, and. I went and saw it that night, which was Thursday.
I saw it Saturday.
Garrett saw it Saturday, and then we both decided to see it today.
Which I have a funny story about seeing it Saturday night. I went to NCG Cinema in Lansing, and I walk in there because it was after a friend of ours got married. Whatever, Dan Curry, he got married, so I went to the wedding with my girlfriend Jackie. We went to the wedding, and then after we're like, okay, we're gonna go see Avengers: Infinity War. So I go to the theater. And then I try and buy tickets to the late showing because it's the only one that's available. It's 11:20. Oh boy, very late.
That's really late. What was that, like 2 a.m. when you got out?
Yeah, it was about that. Jeez. So then I go in there and then I talk to a guy and I say, hey, I'd like to buy 2 tickets to Avengers: Infinity War, 11:20. And then he goes, and then starts looking at the computer and he's like, that's all sold out. And I'm like, really? Because I'm looking at the screen right there, and it says that it's not. So, are you sure? And he's like, wait, you said 11:20? Yeah, 11:20. And he goes, we don't have a showing at 11:20. I don't know if you looked online or what, but we don't have one at 11:20. And I'm going, okay, all right. I walk away, livid. How fucking dumb. Okay, whatever. I'm looking at the board behind him. It's a fucking... updated. It's not like a plastic plaque where you put letters in. It's a fucking screen that can be corrected immediately.
Yeah.
Everything says sold out except for 11:20. Okay. So then I walk to another kiosk. I say, "Hey, 2 tickets. Avengers: Infinity War, 11:20. All right, that'll be $18." What the fuck?
That guy just didn't want you to see the movie.
Apparently not. I don't like this guy's beard. He's not getting into the movie. I couldn't believe it.
That's fucking hilarious.
So I got 2 tickets. I told Jackie the whole story. She's like, "That's funny. I'll blow you." And I was like, "Perfect." Yeah. I shouldn't say that. She's got more.
Stunned on you, man.
She's got more tact than that. That guy should have fucking blown me for how dumb he was.
That's really weird. Okay. So let's talk about this movie.
Yeah, you had cerebral palsy as a kid. Let's talk more about that. How did you beat that?
A lot of physical therapy and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was I vaguely remember it because I was pretty young when I had it. I just remember going to
You were like young Gamora.
I was more like Nebula.
Boy.
But no, I remember it was video games and tactile response games that helped you develop motor skills. So I remember going to a really fancy place and just playing games there.
Wow.
And then I didn't have cerebral palsy anymore.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to get it back when I'm old and shit. So.
Do you feel it now?
Oh, I feel it every day. All the time.
I had no idea.
It's not bad. I'm fine with my hands. It's
right,
just my hands are just sore as fuck all the time.
I'll buy you a gauntlet.
You know, funny thing, I remember when I first found out that, so every day when I wake up, my hands don't work. And I didn't know that wasn't a common occurrence.
Does your dick though?
It does.
Okay.
Every day when I wake
You really thought everyone had to jumpstart
I had no
body?
idea. I had no basis of comparison. You know what I mean? I never asked somebody. So I remember, I think I was maybe 22 when I found out, and I was with a lady. And I woke up and I started rubbing my hands and cause they're kind of just they can move. I just can't grip things.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see that now.
So I started rubbing my hands stuff and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, oh, you know how when you wake up and your hands don't work?
Oh my god.
She's like, what? I'm like, you know, like when you wake up, how your hands just don't work for like 10 minutes. She's like, what do you mean don't work? I'm like, you know, like you can't, like everybody does it, right? Everybody,
yeah, like
she's just like,
you can't feel things with your hands.
She's like, no, that's not a thing. I'm like,
that's
what?
Not normal.
My mind was fucking blown, man. I had no idea.
She's like, maybe if I sleep on them, but that's the only way.
Okay, people are learning too much about me.
No, it's
I'm
all
trying
right.
to keep myself shrouded in secrets.
Well, there's a secret. I mean, you know, only the only people listening to this have already seen Avengers, so that's fucking everybody. So everybody knows.
Yeah, if you live under a rock, you've seen Avengers by now. Everyone.
It's the highest opening. How has some people not seen it? Like I know I will go on stage and I will say, who here has seen Avengers? And it'll be like a smattering of applause. I'm like, what the fuck are you all doing? Happens with every big movie.
Weird. You can tell how big this movie was because we just went and saw Avengers at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. And the theater was packed.
Yep.
So that movie's big. It's big. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to do spoiler free first, obviously. And then we're going to get spoiler fucking tastic because there's a lot of shit to spoil in this movie.
Yeah, that the trailer didn't spoil. Talking to you, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. God.
Also, I do get a little squeamish when Jeff Goldblum says, "Welcome to Jurassic World."
Yeah, why the fuck would he say that?
There better be some context behind that. Like maybe he's like, if John Hammond were alive right now, he'd say, "Welcome to Jurassic World." Then, okay, that makes sense. But
it's gonna be shit. That movie's gonna be terrible.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I just think the trailers are awful for it.
Well, you saw how much I hated the first one after seeing it again.
First one wasn't that great.
No. All right.
So Avengers: Infinity War. Gerrit, overall impression of the film?
Oh, 10 out of 10. I mean, we got to give it 10 Infinity Gauntlets. It's so good.
10 gauntlets out of
10 gauntlets out of 10. Oh my god, it was great.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's ever been a better superhero movie than this movie.
I think it's number one.
I think it strikes a good balance of Marvel's had a tendency to be really funny all the time with their movies, especially lately. And I think it's a very good balance. Like, there's some funny parts, but it's a really serious movie. Like, it's about the most DC Marvel movie there could be.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy. Real stakes, real consequences, real things happen that you care about.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have to deal with, like, any character building.
No, we've built all the characters.
Yeah.
For 10 years, we've been building characters.
They just throw you right in, and they're like, you know this by now.
Yep.
You guys just learn about Thanos.
It's like a continuation, where it's almost like you watched all of the previous ones, and it's like, well, next time on, and then you watch the trailer for this, and then it's like, you're fucking right in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a really, really, really well done movie. The Russo brothers, those guys.
So good.
Amazing. About 24...
The nerdiest looking douches, and they're fucking talented.
24 Marvel characters are in this movie.
Wow.
24.
I thought it was more.
24.
I thought it was 60-something.
That's way too many.
I thought there was a big hubbub going on about, like, before this movie came out, where it'd be, like, 68...
Well, they said, like, a long time ago, like, before the movie before the first trailer was released, they were saying it was going to be, like, 60-something characters. But
I mean, it's like everybody, though, isn't it?
It is, but it's only 24. I mean, also, you don't have Ant-Man or Hawkeye.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
they're not in it. Sorry.
Yeah, they're not in the trailer, so you don't expect them to be in the movie. Yeah, no, I was impressed by it. It's hard to do this spoiler free because there's a lot of.
I think,
but I'm going to say
you've already listened to the first episode. Episode 2. This is here we go.
We can go spoiler free still for a couple more minutes.
Oh, jeez, I don't have anything. I just want to.
I will. All right, I will give you my spoiler free opinions real quick. I'll make it less than a minute.
I don't know if I have any.
I think that Thanos is the best villain in Marvel history. I think he's
for sure.
Completely fleshed out. I mean, the fact that they took a movie and made it about the bad guy, which is what this movie is. It's a Thanos film through and through.
Yeah.
It's called Avengers, but it might as well just be called Thanos Infinity War because he's the star of this film. He's fantastic. You understand his motivations. Josh Brolin did some crazy mocap in that movie because you felt for the guy. Like he was very well acted.
I think him and Killmonger are probably the best fleshed out villains because you understand both of them. I hated Thanos more. Mm-hmm. I didn't hate Killmonger. I was just like, oh, that's a bummer. He thinks he's right. Yeah. And Thanos is like, you're a fucking delusional cunt. The whole movie, I'm just boiling with anger.
I don't know if he's delusional. I would say misplaced or what's the word I'm looking for?
But that would be how I would look at Killmonger, where it's like, oh, bummer.
I think that it's easier to hate Thanos because his actions have way more consequences.
That,
than
but also, what were his like, what made him think this way? Like, why does he think he's the enlightened one? that knows everything, even though it's just like, you want to kill half the population.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's...
He's just like, I'm right! And everyone else is like, no, you're not, though. How do you know that? I'm the only one that knows!
Well, he is a Titan, so that might have something to do with his ego. I mean, the fact that...
what's the difference between a god and a Titan? I hate Greek mythology. No, I'm kidding. I just
the difference between a god and a Titan?
Yeah.
A Titan is created by gods purely for destructive purposes.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
that's-
Don't fucking quote me on that.
Interesting.
Let's fact that, check that, but I'm pretty sure
So
that's what it is.
Odin, a type of Odin could have created a type of Thanos?
Yeah, I mean, although that planet that he's from...
Titan.
No spoilers still. The planet that he's from, a Titan is an extremely important person. Oh, no, that's not the right definition. Let's go with Greek Titan.
You're just reading a type of car.
No, it's telling me what a Titan... An important person. Greek Titan.
A Thanos.
A Thanos type figure.
Oh boy.
Any family of giants in Greek mythology born of Uranus and Gaia and ruling the earth until overthrown by the Olympian gods. Okay, so the opposite. I'm correct.
Okay,
Good
so
thing
they're
I-
versing the gods. So he's basically set up as like evil.
He's essentially
just
an evil version of a god. He's an oversized, really strong
Just
version of a
an
god.
arrogant piece of shit.
Okay, spoiler free's done. It's gonna be very hard to keep this
Yeah,
spoiler
alright,
free.
cool.
So, we're continuing to talk about Thanos. I would hope because there's a lot to say about him. Shit, I had the thought on my mind when I said I want to do spoiler free for another.
Spoiler expensive. Here we go.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the movie, turn off the podcast right now. Also, if you haven't seen the movie, get your shit together.
Yeah, go see the movie and then come back to this.
Okay, I remember what it was. He's a Titan. He's a gigantic, huge beast. If you notice in the first scene when he fights the Incredible Hulk,
Yeah.
he does not use the gauntlet for that.
No, he doesn't.
He straight up punches the shit out of him into submission. I mean, that alone shows you how powerful this guy is. The fact that the Hulk could not beat him without Thanos even thinking about using the gauntlet for anything.
Which is funny, because later in the movie, he gets pretty, like, beaten up by things. And it's like, interesting. Is that stronger than the Hulk?
It's not necessarily stronger than the Hulk. It's more of the sum of the parts. I mean, you got 5 superpowered beings of different ranges fighting Thanos as opposed to one really strong guy.
Yeah, well, there's that one time that he bled because Iron Man punched him.
He put a lot of work into that one little cut, though.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he was pulling out all the stops, and he got one cut on him.
Yeah.
But he's also the only person to get a cut on him.
That's true.
Iron Man, of all the fucking people.
It's like when Captain America moved Thor's hammer.
Well, like a
Avengers
smidge.
of Age of Thor's eyes light up. That was fun.
So what's this cop
That was
doing?
a
Just
good part of
hanging
that
out?
movie. What is this, a cop just parked outside?
They usually are.
Fuck them,
I
dude.
live on the west side.
Jesus Christ.
No, that was a really great part of that movie, which isn't a great movie overall, but Ultron. Age of Ultron is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right now. But we digress. No, Thanos, for the most part, the fact that, again, spoiler alert, the fact that he opens the movie killing Loki really establishes, okay, this movie's going to have weight. Yeah, it's going to have weight. It's going to have real consequences. I mean, he kills Loki. He sacrifices Gamora to get the Soul Stone.
He kills Idris Elba's character, which I'm sure Idris Elba was like, finally! He hates being in these movies.
Yeah, he really doesn't like those movies. I bet he probably asked the Russo brothers to kill him off. He's like, can I please die so I can go back to being in a doctor?
I want to be James Bond.
But
No, he doesn't.
But yeah, I mean, Thanos is he's a guy who is out to get what he wants, and he does it ruthlessly, and he does it without compassion. Well, does something without compassion.
He calls it mercy. Fuck him, dude. I fucking hate Thanos.
He's doing his
so
job
much.
right then.
He is. He's the perfect villain because I cannot stand him.
Yeah, and then the fact too, he really genuinely loved Gamora. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have gotten the Soul Stone.
Yeah, so do racist Southerners, pieces of shit. They love the Halle Berrys of the world. I'm quoting Monsters Ball.
Yeah. Made me feel good.
Made me feel good. Anyway.
So I just thought there's a lot of depth to him. I mean, the fact that I felt like you could tell that he was a reluctant messiah in his own mind. Like in his mind, it's his job to cleanse the universe, to balance it. He bears this burden, not enjoys the responsibility. He bears the burden of cleansing the universe. And you can see it every time he does anything that he doesn't want to do. And it's all, I mean, you know, it's even in when he's theory of mine, when he's inside the Mind Stone after he snapped his finger.
Yeah, he's definitely in the Mind Stone.
And he meets Gamora as a child again.
Yeah.
And she says, what did it cost you? And he says, everything. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't mean the universe. He means it cost him Gamora. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing he fucking cared about was Gamora.
Which is a little weird, isn't it?
Why is that? That they went there and
like
he just happened to have the one thing he left with him?
No, not that thing.
Oh.
No, just the... very conveniently written, but wonderfully written, by the way. And then Red Skull is
Red Skull's a great cameo.
That's really cool.
It's a 6-year-old question everybody's been fucking wondering. What the fuck happened to Red Skull?
He was banished, baby!
Banished! Also, not played by Hugo Weaving in this movie.
I knew, I looked it up. I was bummed.
Ross, what's his name? Ross Parkwood. The guy from Walking Dead. That guy, YouTube him. He does amazing impressions.
Oh, okay.
He's fucking fantastic. He can do everybody.
Yeah, I really thought it was Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought Thanos fucking fantastic. Best movie, best villain Marvel has put forward.
For sure.
Now, to the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Which, if you take Thanos out, not a lot of movie.
Yeah.
Do you think that the characters were handled well balanced? Do you think that everybody had their time in this?
Absolutely. We talked about it. I've never seen cross-cutting go so well in a movie. Because you start with Thor, and then it goes to Doctor Strange, and Iron Man in New York, and they all come.
It was
together.
very organic the way they all ran into each other.
And then you totally forget that Thor's story is still going on, and then the Guardians come in, and then that's how Thor comes back to the fold, and then it goes. What's the next thing or whatever?
Well, even
then it goes to Captain America, the whole Vision and whatever. It's just
it goes to Vision and Wanda first.
Yes, goes to them first. But you have all these different stories going on at the same time, and you forget that there's the other story. But like when you see it, you're yay! All right, cool, more story. Like it's really a really well done way of having all these characters come together.
I think Marvel has always done a really good job of continuity. Like, of all the films, I mean, the fact that you've got all these fucking 19 movies all interchanged, the fact that they can even keep things together is a testament to the Kevin Feige, really. But huge continuity in this movie. The opening scene, you hear a distress signal from the Asgardian ship.
Yes.
It's before the picture even comes in. And then, when you get to the Guardians, what are they doing? They're responding to a distress signal.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's like an hour ago you set up why the Guardians would even be in the same sector of space
and then
as
he said
Thor.
A week.
What's that?
He said, and then Thor said a week later, a week ago that it happened.
He said a week ago was when Asgard was destroyed.
Well, it's the same time that...
Well, we don't know how much time passed between when Asgard was destroyed and the end credits. You talk about the end credits scene in Thor Ragnarok when Thanos' ship. We don't know how much time has passed between. I'm assuming it's been a week since Asgard was destroyed, and then they're confronted by Thanos' ship. So Thanos' ship comes, end of Thor Ragnarok. Beginning of this movie is a distress signal as they're being destroyed by Thanos' ship.
Yeah.
An hour later in the movie, the Guardians are like, "Oh, we got to respond to this distress signal. Somebody could be dead." And I think that it helps. Because, one, a lot of people would complain, why the hell would the Guardians... Space is gigantic.
Yeah.
Why the hell would the Guardians just happen to be in the same area where Thor's body's floating around?
Yeah.
And that just solves it. Like, they responded to a distress signal. There's not a lot of plot holes in this movie. And I think it's because, one, the Russos are just fantastic writers.
Oh, I thought this whole time you were saying it was a plot hole, so I was just looking to refute it. That's
I'm saying...
up my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. Marvel's really good at continuity because of that. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's a distress signal that goes out at the beginning of the film, an hour later, it pays off because the Guardians are like, we'll respond to that distress signal.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking...
Really well done.
It's a great movie, and to weave all those stories together, except for Clint. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Hawkeye. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing.
It says it in the movie.
They just say he's off. They just said after the...
He's under house arrest.
They said Scott Lang was under house arrest.
No, they said Clint and Scott.
Oh, well, Scott's not under house arrest. He's fucking hanging out with the Wasp and shit.
Well, we don't know.
I don't know what we know, but we know the thing is
Hawkeye's not going to get his own movie.
I know he's not, but I mean, we've seen trailers for Ant-Man and the Wasp. We know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah,
we don't know what Hawkeye's doing. Like,
I know.
What is he doing?
He's hanging out with his kids.
He's going to become Ronin.
He's going to come back. This is what my prediction for the next one. He will come back because his family is dead, because of the 50% of the population. So therefore, he's going to come back. He'll be Ronin, and then he'll come back in the next one.
That's a good theory.
That's my assumption. That's my assumption, not assumption.
Yeah, you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah, your lips are like cerebral palsy.
What? Let's talk about the emotional hits.
All right, this is Casey Kasem with the emotional hits.
Let's talk about the emotional hits from yesterday and today. Loki's death, not that emotional. I think it's a problem. We've seen him die twice already on screen.
Well, you know he's dead this time, though.
We do, but
you see the life come out of his eyes. You see
he's definitely super dead, but it just didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a punch. You know what I mean?
First time I saw it, I was just like, Jesus. Well, there goes some of the comedic element. And then I connected to him so well because of Thor Ragnarok. I was like really into Loki again after that. And then,
Gamora's death, kind of you get two impacts of that death.
That hit me hard.
Once when Thanos does it, and two when Peter finds out that she's dead.
I thought about this watching it this time. What if her soul is now in the Soul Stone?
I was going to come back to that actually towards the end of the podcast.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right.
I've got...
Yeah, all right. I've been reading. All right. That's my hope, because I really want Zoe Saldana to get more work.
Well, Guardians 2 comes out before the next Avengers, right? Or is it after?
It's after.
That's perfectly timed then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that you got two punches, because Gamora is obviously, she's a pretty new character. I don't know if people are really as connected to her as they are to Loki.
I think they're more connected to her than Mantis.
Oh, well, that's without question.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just feel like they really had to hammer home, like, she's gone. And like they wanted to know, like, she's... I don't think Gamora's coming back. Something about it, it's not the same as all the other deaths at the end of the movie. It's like, you see her die, and like, film rule says if you see somebody die, they are dead.
Yeah.
You see her die, you see blood, like, coming out of her... green blood coming out of her head.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so, like, I think that she's gone.
God damn it.
I know. But I could be wrong. Maybe... I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Thanos brings her back in the next movie because he fucking misses her.
He could.
I mean, it's a loophole. Could he?
It is a loophole.
Like, why would he not be able to bring her back? I mean, he had to go pretty far back in time to get her, but
go back in time.
He couldn't bring her back because if he goes back in time, he's got to then redo everything all over again.
Yeah.
I think she's gone, bro.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think she's gone because fuck it. I'll skip to my Mind Stone theory. I think she's gone because she's not dead as a direct result of the Mind Stone or the Soul Stone.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody then in Avengers died because of the Soul Stone, which in theory, at least in the comic books, their souls are now trapped inside the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
So they're recoverable. Gamora died a natural, I put air quotes there.
Exactly.
A natural death. I don't think she's coming back.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Also, I think it would really nullify the importance of that scene if she did.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I've thought about all these things. It's been so long since we have seen it for the first time, so I think that's why.
And of course, the other big death with the end of the movie when half of the universe dies. For anybody who doesn't know, if you're still here and you haven't seen the movie,
hi, 6 people.
Thanos succeeds and kills half the universe
with the smarmiest line.
Oh my god! Should have gone for the head.
Yeah, I think he should not. How can he snap a fucking gauntlet hand?
Why not? It's the same as a regular.
You know what it's
hand.
gonna sound like? Hold on. It's gonna sound like this. Two pens hitting next to each other. You can't snap with a fucking big glove on.
It's a pretty nice glove.
Oh, get a metal oven mitt.
Peter
Let's see how
Dinklage
that
forged
works.
it, so it's got to be good.
Yeah, with his fucking metal hands.
Also, shout out to the irony of making Peter Dinklage a giant dwarf in that movie.
That was so awesome. That was so cool to see. The girl next to me, oh my god, the girl next to me started crying when he was on screen.
Really?
Yeah.
The old woman to my left cried when Peter Parker died.
Aww.
She was like straight up tears, like hand over her mouth. Which brings me to the most significant death, I think, of the movie. At least the most emotionally impactful for me. And I don't know if it's a whole father-kid relationship thing.
It was my patience that was the thing that died in the movie. We had some dumb bitch sitting next to us, and she was just talking the whole time.
Quite the dumb bitch.
Yes! Shut up!
Let's save her and her friend with the bag for the wrap-up.
All right, let's do it.
Peter's death was hard. Peter Parker's?
Yeah.
I mean, they've always established a father-son relationship with the two, with Tony Stark and Peter Parker. And you see Tony, who has left Earth, who knows what happened to Pepper. He doesn't know what's going on at this point.
Yeah.
He knows that he's probably lost Pepper the second he got on that ship.
Yeah.
Because she said to him, she's like, you can't do this again. You can't do this to me.
And then even the voice comm was just like, we're losing her.
Yeah, it was very foreshadowy. So, I mean, in his mind, when he boarded that ship, it was a one-way trip. This is the second time now he's gotten trapped on his way to space to save the planet. Yeah. First time he got lucky and came back.
Yeah.
This time, his mind is probably, this is it. This is a one-way trip. I'm not coming back.
He's left on Titan with Nebula.
I mean, I don't know how the fuck they're going to get home. Nebula did fly a ship on the Titan.
Yeah, she did fly a ship. That has to be the way. There's no other way.
Yeah. I don't really get food like that.
No, they might eat each other.
Well, Nebula probably doesn't have to eat, actually, now I think about it.
She might have a stomach inside all that machinery.
But no, Peter holding on to Tony Stark, saying, I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. Oh, just brutal.
It's
brutal.
It's brutal.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah, it was a big bummer. But, like, any death that happened after Black Panther, like with the fade away dust, I was just like, like, I was so numb by that point.
Yeah, it was a lot of death.
It was a lot of people where you're just like, no, not all of you. Fuck.
It was all the Phase 2 people, too.
Interesting.
There was nobody from Phase 1 that died.
No.
Well, although Rocket is still alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody in Phase 1 survived, which is the exact opposite of what everybody thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Including myself. I thought for sure Tony Stark and Captain America were going to be gone.
I thought so, too.
And they're not yet.
And with the trailer, you really thought that...
Oh, they did. They did a good job. That's how you do a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Disney knows how to do trailers. They really do.
I wish they owned Jurassic Park.
No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't. So yeah,
let's give the Velociraptors wings.
Oh my god, it would be so stupid. Fucking,
it'd be
the Velociraptor. You know what we'd get? We'd get the scene in fucking Jurassic Park 3. Alan. That's what we'd get.
Oh, that's a good point. Alan.
I love that scene. It's so bad.
How does Sam Neill know that they look like the Velociraptors on the island now?
Right?
With feathers.
It's like the updated Velociraptors.
Yeah.
Alan.
He would be seeing the ones from the first... Whatever. It does. Semantics. Yeah. Anyway. So the deaths at the end.
So yeah, there was a lot of death. Granted... I wonder what it's like to watch that movie without knowing anything about the comics. Because in my mind, I'm like, these people aren't permanently dead. I don't think.
Yeah.
If I'm going to judge from the comics, which I don't want to spoil for you because you haven't read the comics. If I'm going to judge from the comics, I don't think that they're really dead. I think that the way they died...
They can't be.
I mean, obviously, all these people have franchises to be
that's
apart.
how I'm looking at it.
But people, think about the woman to my left.
Yeah.
Who clearly, I don't think she may have seen every Marvel movie, but I don't think she knows, people come back to life and how the stones work.
She doesn't know that there's a Spider-Man 2 coming.
Yeah, she doesn't know the timeline of the MCU for the next 6 years we do. So that was definite. Like, she's like, those people are all dead.
Oh, she's going to divorce her husband tonight. I can't do it anymore.
I don't know why you take me to these fucking movies. But I just know, I mean, we've gotten teases of certain things that are building up to the actual ending in the book.
Yeah.
Teases like the cocoon at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy
Adam
1 and 2.
Warlock.
Adam Warlock, who's a big deal in the book, like a very important piece. Adam Warlock is, aside from Captain Marvel, one of the most powerful beings in all of Marvel comics. Captain Marvel, by the way, is legitimately overpowered. Powerful. Like, she is straight up like Superman. It's insane. Yeah. I can't wait for her to show up and be Brie Larson.
That's so cool.
So, I think I came back to the Mind Stone, which is the one I wanted to come back and touch
on
before back to that.
Caught in or something. You were talking... Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, yeah. So my theory is that all the people who died at the hands of the Mind Stone are inside the Mind Stone, which is how the Mind Stone functions in the comics, so I'm thinking that's how they're going to do it in there. And I think that alluded to it when Thanos... I think went into the Mind Stone and talked to Baby Gamora. Because he went in there, it was all orange in there, like the Mind Stone. So I definitely think that that's where he is, or that's where he was, and that's where everybody else is.
Yeah.
And I think that somehow Doctor Strange knew this is going to happen at some point.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of stuff about that online. And people are very pissed at Peter Quill.
People are pissed at Quill. I'm kind of 50-50 about it. Like,
I'm like, just keep it in check, you dummy.
I just feel like, obviously, he's overcome. Like, he just found out that he killed his girlfriend.
Yep.
And
I'd be furious.
And remember, too, this isn't like a new relationship. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first film, the second Guardians of the Galaxy film, in the timeline is 4 years
ago.
Before. So you've got a 4-year relationship these two are in now.
Yeah.
At this point in the film, which I think a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you're nerds like us and do that kind of research.
Although, at one point, he does say a long-term booty call, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's Peter Quip. We should call him Peter Quip.
Peter Quip. Oh my god, that's funny. Chris Quip.
Peter Quip. But yeah, I think that I understand why he would freak out like that.
I do too.
I do think though that I'm a logical person, and I think we have the glove almost off. Like
I would wait until
yeah.
the glove, and then we all get to hold it and blast him and kill him.
Yeah, it sucks that he made that choice, but
then again, Doctor Strange knows what's you know happening.
Doctor Strange, that had to happen. Apparently, Peter had to. I mean, Strange saw over 14 million possible outcomes.
905.
14,600,000 something.
Isn't it 905? 14,905?
There was a 6 in there.
Oh, 965. 695.
Over 14 million scenarios of fighting Thanos. And only one, they win.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's doing all the things that would make them be in that one scenario.
Yeah.
So, Peter Quill has to freak out, or else they don't win. They have to lose this battle to win the war. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of people think that Peter was a dick. Oh, why you do that? He fucking ruined it for everybody.
Well, but then, there's a ton of people going to be like, toxic masculinity.
Oh, my God. If he would have just calmed down.
It's like, are you guys the same ones that got happy about that guy charging the fucking pedophile in the courtroom? Do you remember that?
That was pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, it was pretty great, but it's the same people who were like, that's awesome, fuck this guy. It's like, it's the same thing! You're defending honor!
I think we're getting off topic here.
I know. I get very angry and passionate.
I definitely think that it had to happen.
I agree.
So it's like a necessary evil. Yes, it's unfortunate, and they didn't get the gauntlet off, but I think they had to have not gotten the gauntlet off.
Also, it was scripted that way, so that's how it had to be.
Is there a movie? There's like a movie where somebody asks somebody why they did something, and it's just like because it's in the script. What movie was that?
Oh, I don't know. Deadpool, maybe.
I don't remember. But yeah, you're right. Because plot.
Yeah, legit. If they would have gotten that gauntlet off, the movie would have been an hour and a half.
Maybe
2 hours. I think it was another 40 minutes of deliberation after that.
Okay, what's your favorite cheap pop of this movie?
Cheap pop?
Favorite cheap pop. And anybody who doesn't know what a cheap pop is, it's a wrestling term, which is in wrestling, when a wrestler goes to a town and he is a babyface, which is a good guy, he'll say the name of the town, and then the crowd goes fucking crazy, and that's called a cheap pop.
Oh.
So like, well, it's great to be here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh my God, he said our city's name.
Okay.
So a cheap pop would be a glamour shot, something really heroic, something that's just pure fan service to make you go, fuck yeah, cheap pop.
Oh boy. You might have to go first. I haven't thought about
it. I have my cheap pop.
Okay,
I have it prepared. And it is quite easily when Thor arrives in Wakanda.
Oh!
It is, I think it's the best cheap pop in all of Marvel. I mean, you see what Thor goes through to get this fucking axe.
Yeah.
And then
it's a really cool.
Everybody's losing. The Hulkbuster armor's getting overwhelmed by these dogs. Cap's getting beat up. Panther all seems lost.
Yeah.
The fucking Bifrost comes in. The axe comes out, takes out a bunch of dudes, comes into Thor's hand. You got Groot and Rocket. I'm getting chills thinking about it.
Yeah,
it's a fucking great
really,
scene.
Really cool.
It's a fucking amazing scene, and it's one of those times where anybody in that theater could have been like, yeah, and I would not have given a shit.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yep, that is totally warranted. He deserves that cheap pop. And Thor was just really overpowered by the end of that movie, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, nobody was fucking with him.
No, Thor was fucking, he was back with a vengeance. He was right, though, because that scene where he's talking to the rabbit. When he's talking to Rocket about how, like, you know, pain and anguish, they're very good motivators or whatever. That's a call forward.
Yeah.
Or call forward. It's true.
Interesting in the Infinity in the Infinity Gauntlet film, the animated film, which is loosely based off of the comic. There's a scene where everybody tries to fight Thanos individually, and Thanos as a defense ages everybody. So like he ages them to the point where they can't fight anymore.
Interesting.
But he does this to Thor too. So like Hulk goes to fight him, ages Hulk. Hulk can't fight him. Iron Man ages Iron Man. Thor goes to do it. But what Thanos didn't know is that when an Odin's son, so any kind of god in the Marvel universe, ages, they get more powerful.
Oh.
So like he ages Thor, and Thor just beats the shit out of him afterwards. Because like he's like all gray with like beard and shit, and just says, "What you don't know is, you know, that with more age comes more power." Just beats the fuck out of Thanos.
Good.
Which is why actually Odin is before he died, most powerful character in MCU. But he never really.
And he just kind of.
He's Anthony Hopkins.
He just kind of let himself go.
He did. You know what? I'm done in this really CGI-looking Norway.
Anthony Hopkins really just did not.
He phoned in Ragnarok.
He really did. I'm glad he got killed. Oh,
he
boy.
was good in Thor. He was good in the Dark World. Ragnarok, he was like, I got that Westworld money.
That's fine. I'll go away.
Oh.
I have a nice bottle of Chianti waiting.
It's probably why Hugo Weaving was like, if Anthony Hopkins is gonna phone this in, I'm not doing this shit.
All right, my cheap pop. Man, I don't know. What part did I get really excited about? Maybe the sorry guys. I really like Doctor Strange, but I can't think of any.
Doctor Strange is a great fucking character. I mean, even in the scene he was in Ragnarok, he owned that scene.
I think it's the one where it's all leading up to them almost getting the gauntlet off. Mm-hmm. It's where they're all doing the stuff, and Spider-Man's like coming in through magic. More magic. And it's
magic
like
with a kick.
Every hit that happens, okay, you're out of it, but now someone else comes in.
Yeah.
And then Peter Quill does the thing where like he flips him off and then he falls into the thing. It was really cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, that's up there
with,
might
like, be mine.
That for me is like, I feel like this movie, and I think this might happen, all the Avengers don't interact in this movie.
No, they don't. It's crazy.
Which is weird, because you think that, I mean, that's your glamour shot. 24 fucking Avengers all in the frame at once.
Yeah.
Which I think we will probably get something close to that in the next one. But I mean, like, you got the iconic shot from Avengers with circles all six of them. Thor, Hulk, Scarlet Witch, or Black Widow. You've got the glamour shot in Avengers Age of Ultron, where it's the beginning siege at the beginning, and they're all just like, they all pose kind of midair. There wasn't a glamour shot like that, but I think that scene was the closest we got to it. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, you had everybody working together all at once. I mean, you had Drax was holding down Thanos' leg. You had Doctor Strange using his little rope or lasso to like hold on to the gauntlet. You had Spider-Man webbing him. You had Quill throwing that magnet thing to hold him down. Yeah. You had Iron Man shoot him. So everybody was doing the thing at the same time, which was the only time they even got close to getting the gauntlet. Yet even Mantis was useful. Yeah. Which I feel like that's just a weird character. I don't know how I feel about Mantis.
I like her. I think she's great. It's just she's not Gamora, and it bums me out that Gamora's dead. It just bums me out.
All right.
Yeah, that might be mine.
Yeah, so I think we could spend this last couple minutes talking about those fucking people. Let's talk about movie theater etiquette for one.
Let's talk about how high schoolers, when they get away from their parents, are the worst people in the fucking world.
We sit down in the theater, and during the trailers, which I don't mind if people talk during the trailers. I'm on my phone usually during trailers. I've seen most of them anyway. And she's chit-chatting and yakking, and this is one of those people who you know is not going to stop when the movie starts. And they didn't. It was a woman or a kid, a girl and a guy, and
it was three of them because they were. I didn't tell you.
It was the girl in the middle who was talking.
I didn't tell you this. I saved this. They were at Starbucks.
Oh, really?
The movie. I went in there. I saw them. That girl that was talking the whole time. She had fake elf ears on. God. And then like fixed them like in they're not straight. Like she.
Why are you wearing fake elf ears?
Because she's a fucking idiot. That's why. Oh my god, I hate her. I hate nerd.
You can't apparate it at Hogwarts.
Like, it's that kind of shit where it's like nerd culture.
Yeah.
It's like you're just being nerdy. Like, you don't need to be this way.
Yeah.
I've met many people who love this stuff and aren't fucking obnoxious dweebs in a goddamn movie theater.
You got real 90s on it for a second.
I don't care.
Dweebs. No, she was talking the whole first 20 minutes of the film. Just every time anything happens, she's just commenting on it and just oh Thanos, Loki, oh no Loki, oh Thanos, oh my god, look, there's Loki, it's Hulk, they have a Hulk, oh my god, I'm just like Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry if I just blew out your headphones.
It was loud too.
Yeah,
it wasn't just like oh my god.
It was normal speaking voice, like she was just did not give a fuck.
There was one point in the movie where she said something and then a baby said something over in
the
other
corner. Why was there
a
baby in there?
It wasn't a baby, it was like a toddler.
Well, there was a fucking baby in there.
There was a baby in there.
Yeah, there was a fucking baby.
I heard it crying at one point, but she said like, yeah, Thanos, whatever the fuck she said. I don't know, some dumb cunt. Anyway. And then there was a kid over like to my left, but far back up in the balcony. I don't know what the kid said, but something. And I was like, oh, you just sound like a child right now.
Yeah.
You're a child at the movie theater.
There was a snapping point where Gerrit and I both at the exact same time snapped on her, and we both leaned forward in our chairs, and I said, "Hey," and then she looked over, and then Gerrit said, "Could you please be quiet?"
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then literally 20 seconds later, like she's trying to stifle.
And then they kept pulling like they had a grocery bag full of snacks that they had brought with them.
How did that get snuck in?
Somebody's purse.
Oh, fuck
this
their
kid,
purses.
This kid, first of all, put the fucking food in the purse. Don't bring in a fucking loud... I mean, it's a loud-ass, crinkly grocery bag that they waited till, like, the most dramatic moments to reach into.
Thor's talking about his family that just got killed. Oh, hold on. Ugh.
It's literally... This was the movie for us. Like, it'd be like, Thor, my whole family was slaughtered by Thanos and his... What was that, Thor?
What more can I lose?
And then it's like, Rocket's
thanks, bitch. I missed all of that.
And then Rocket's like, hold on, Thor. Say that one more time for me. I couldn't hear it the first time. Oh, what I said was...
Can we rewind the movie?
Jesus
Just
Christ.
a couple paces.
Oh my god, just awful.
I hate it.
Also, the guy to your right was not wearing his shoes.
He didn't have his shoes on. He had just socks.
Just white Kmart-looking socks. Something bothers me about, like, just plain-looking socks.
Like Adidas socks?
Yeah, like...
What?
Like your mom bought you socks kind of socks. And he's just kicked his shoes off, just fucking reclining up.
He did recline, not all the way. And then also, there was one point, so he went down with the chair. That's another thing, too, is they kept changing their chair.
Anybody who's ever been in a theater with a reclining seat in it, it's a loud seat. Like, it's not loud. It's not quiet.
At the most important parts.
It's literally, here's what happens. Fucking Peter Parker is dying in Tony Stark's arms. And as he says to him, we'll set the mood for you. It's just Tony says, you're going to be okay, kid. You're going to be okay. Mr. Stark, what's going on? I feel so good, Mr. Stark. What's going on? And then the kid... He had to move back up because he forgot the bag was under it, so he starts crinkling on the bag.
God. Fuck all of you. At one point in the middle of the movie, he had to get up, and I knew he was getting up because he had to put his fucking shoes back on, which took about 30 minutes. And I'm like, dude, quit making... And he had his fucking keys, like, clipped to his belt loop.
Because he's cool.
Because he's cool, man. He just got out of his sophomore class early. Piece of shit. Then it clipped onto his thing. So every time he walks, it's like a jingling of keys. I'm like, oh, I want to kill you.
It's like the worst janitor ever.
Dude, everyone else in the theater was fine, except for these three... Well, actually, two of them were assholes. The other one I had never heard. I didn't hear a peep out of her. She's probably like, I'm going to lose these friends immediately.
That black guy and that ginger don't like us.
Goddamn right.
Well, I think this is a pretty successful part 2.
The movie was great.
The movie was fucking fantastic. If you haven't seen it, which you have.
If you made it this far.
Yeah, you've definitely seen the movie. So yeah, let's check out our timeline for our next film.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Deadpool 2 will be our next film.
Yeah, that's right.
That comes out not this weekend. Ooh, what are we gonna do for our next one? I don't even know what comes out this week. I feel like nothing comes out for the next till Deadpool 2 because nobody wants to try and fucking go against, the Avengers. Mm-hmm. I still find it weird that they released Deadpool 2 so close to Avengers.
Well, they were gonna be releasing it even sooner, like the next weekend, right? Because this moved up a week. Avengers moved up a week.
Oh yeah. Well, we could go see Overboard with Anna Faris.
No, we all know that's terrible.
Eugenio Derbez or whatever his name is.
Just cut this out.
Yeah, I don't think we have...
Oh, and by the way, Solo, every time I see a preview for it, it looks terrible. That movie looks awful.
I don't know. Like I said, I want to like it really badly because I love Donald Glover and I love Star Wars.
But if that's the only two things you love about this movie, Star Wars can be done wrong. We've seen it many times.
We've seen it twice.
The prequels?
Revenge of the Sith wasn't that bad.
Oh,
wasn't bad.
That bad.
It was the best.
I think this will be better than all of the prequels, but it's going to still be bad. I love that Black Panther is still playing.
Yeah. So we decided that we're going to see I Feel Pretty with Amy Schumer, only because we got nothing else.
Well, I heard it's not bad. From
Stu?
No, Stu's not going to see it. No,
Stu saw it already.
What'd he say?
He said it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, okay, cool. But no, Joe List from Tuesdays with Stories, funny comic, he said that he saw it. He said it wasn't that bad. Everyone's just panning it and saying it's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. And he's like, it's not that bad. It won't be pretty funny.
We're going to laugh out. We'll let you know. We'll let you guys know. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We are... I'm Mike Logan.
I'm Gerrit Elzinga. We probably should have said that at the beginning.
Do we normally not? Do we not say that at the beginning?
We did last time. I made a point to do it.
Oh, I thought we did this time.
I don't think so. I think we just said, "Hey, welcome to the podcast. We're a couple of gays."
Well, I didn't say that.
I thought it.
So yeah, you can, you know what to do. Tell all your friends about this if you like it, and fucking tell them to follow us on the SoundCloud, because that's where people like.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff.
Like our fan page and all that shit.